Boom, 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 Chenka. How's it going, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United. Hope you're all having a good one. Thank you for joining me for the live stream today, the watch-along for the Newcastle United versus Manchester United game in the Premier League at St James's Park. Oh, come on, United. We've got to win this one, don't we? I mean, if anybody's shitter than United at the moment, it's probably Newcastle United. Right down there on 5 points in the relegation zone at the moment. Let's make it a little bit worse for them today, hopefully. I mean, the thing is with United's team right now is we're just completely out of sorts. We don't have much style. We don't have much penetration, even against shite teams like Rochdale and Astana. We've really struggled to break them down and create anything. So it doesn't fill me with a lot of joy. I'll go through the starting 11. So we've got De Gea in goal, Diogo Dalot, Axel Tuanzebe at centre-back, partner in Harry Maguire, replacing the injured Lindelof. That's great to see Axel Tuanzebe at centre-back. McTominay and Fred are in the centre of midfield there. Andreas Pereira starts, Juan Mata starts, Daniel James starts in front of them. So that's fantastic. And then up top, we've got Marcus Rashford. So let's go into the starting 11 right now, guys. Just wanted to fill you in with the team that Manchester United have, as you can see at the bottom of the screen as well. But I mean, look, Tuanzebe, it's great that he's starting. He's looked good for us recently. Barely put a foot wrong. I think he's a natural centre-back. Looks great there. And will hopefully turn into a quality player. Lindelof being injured is almost a good thing for United, I think, because Tuanzebe's looked rock solid there. Barely made a mistake when he's been in there. Okay, apart from, passing the ball to the opposition in the last game for the goal. But other than that, he's been pretty damn good, and he was playing out of position in that game. So look, the point I'm making is it's a gash team that we've got out there, other than, a couple of players that are nice to see in there. Rashford, I'm not really too happy about that he's starting the game. Not sure why Ole Gunnar selected him. Just simply because he's been out of form. He's not looked good up there. He's not scoring goals. He's not really having an impact in games. Whereas you've got Mason Greenwood there on the bench who, okay, he may only be 17, but he does seem to have that fearless attitude out there on the pitch and that quality under pressure as well. Whereas Rashford, you can basically drop the ball at his feet 6 yards out and you know he's going to bottle job it. Anyway, we're a little way underway in this game. Thank you to everybody who's joining me right now. If you are, do us a favour, smash a cheeky little like on it. I'm talking to you guys, JP, Neil Duffin, Gungshi, great to see you in here, mate. The Music Fiend, Mode Fasley, Ian T, Jenny Campbell, Decorated Hero, whoever else may be in here. Thank you very much for tuning in for the live watch along. The game is just kicked off. Manchester United are live underway here against Newcastle United at St James's. Come on, United! No messing around here. Can't afford to lose to the bloody Magpies now. It would just be typical Manchester United this though, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Oh, desperate for a win, playing an absolutely gash team and not able to get the victory. I mean, I'm not feeling overly confident going into this game. Pereira starting the game as well. Not so sure about that. It's not like he's been amazing recently. So it's just a bit of a shite-look team, this Manchester United side right now. Here come Newcastle straight away. They've got through our defence straight away, lads and lasses. And they've just had a chance on goal within, 20, 30 seconds of the bloody game kicking off. Straight run at goal there. St. Maximin making the run. Just a little bit too much on it. But crikey, Maliki, that was almost an absolutely terrible start. And look at that defender, man. He's literally just walked it through our entire bloody defence there from kick-off. What is it? They playing FIFA 18 here? Gungshi, thank you very much, mate. Comments with a super chat. He comments, let's show these Geordie what's what. Oh, the corner comes in and it's clear away. Let's show these Geordies what's what. I'm feeling you, Gungshi. I hope we can get the better of them. They are obviously a shit team, but United are not a great team right now either. And Newcastle do seem to play reasonably well against us when they come up against us in recent times. Interesting thing, they've got the Longstaff brothers playing in the centre of the park today together, I think. Two brothers, the Longstaffs. So, let's see how long their staffs really are during this game, eh? But that is quite interesting, the two brothers playing together. Sort of reminiscent of the Neville brothers. Mark Steen comments, "Oh, my ears, sorry, am I a little bit loud? I apologise if I am." DJ Powell, Ben Cooper, Angelis Nikolov, great to have you guys in here. Thanks very much for stopping by. Yeah, it is quite not the best of starts by Manchester United so far. 1 minute, 55 seconds gone. It's still 0-0 though, but here come Newcastle once again. Almiron brought down just outside the edge of the area by Fred. Fred making the start. No Pogba available. I mean, I'm happy that Fred's getting a little bit of a run in the team, to be fair. Let's see what he can do. Gungshi comments, no fire in my room this time. Maybe we'll win. That's very true. Yeah, just want to say apologies for not being able to get one out. Just had a little bit of stuff come up last couple of days, and I just wasn't able to put my all into doing the fire in my way. I didn't want to put out some absolute gash, but I'm going to basically try and do at least one for every single team throughout the season. So if it's not home and away, it will be home or away. So there will be some sort of a rap disc for pretty much every team. But I've written a bunch of lines down, just wasn't able to do it. Anyway, Newcastle with a free kick here, about 35 yards out. Will they whip one in, or will the lad go for it here? Just coming up to 3 minutes gone on the clock. I'll keep you up to date with what's going on if you are not able to watch the game today. And it looked like it was a curling free kick towards the back post, but the Wolves blocked it away, and United come out looking to counter, and that is something we're going to have to start doing a lot better. When we do get the ball back, transitioning into attack, it's been a real problem for United. You wouldn't necessarily think it would be with some of the technical players and the speedy players we've got up there. But the problem is we don't seem to have those cutting-edge passes who can pick out the runs, and obviously players like Rashford, they're just not in top form, so maybe they're not making the correct sort of runs as well. We saw an example of it right there. So, look, United are going to do well to win this game today because we have been piss poor lately. It's crazy to say that coming up against such a low-quality Newcastle side. I mean, if there's one team in the league that gets mugged off even more by their owners and has lack of investment and a shitter squad, then it's Newcastle United, to be fair. Alex Rincon, great to see you in here, mate. Josh says you need a whiskey pig. Yeah, I just got the old Coca-Cola on the go today. No Jack and Coke for me. Alex Rincon comments, Yedlin is starting for Newcastle. He's shit. He's also American, so I watch a lot of him. He's not a good defender, just all pace. Nice, well that bodes well for us, mate. Hopefully, we can do something then. Stefano Antonio, good to see you in here. Neil Duffin, Liam Fletcher, Samuel Mann. Samuel Mann comments, smash the like on entry. Always good fun hanging out with the pig. Thank you very much there, Samuel Mann. Much appreciated. Top man. Griffo Chaz, I am on 4 minutes, 33 seconds, 35, 36, 37. So that's where I am in the game. Hopefully I'm not too far behind. If you guys want to sync up, I'll keep you updated with what's going on. I do plan to get the old timer on there. I know I've been talking about this for about 3 weeks now. I'm going to get a little timer somewhere on this screen so you guys can actually, if you so want, sync up and watch it along live. Dallo down the right then. I thought that Idrissa caused Dallo all sorts of problems in that game against RZ. And hopefully he'll bounce back with a good performance today. I think he's good going forward, Dallo. Maybe defensively he's not so strong. But still, a great talent, great prospect for the future. Would much rather see him playing than the likes of Ashley Young, even though obviously Ashley Young is captain in the team, might I add. That just tells you everything. When Ashley Clunge is your captain, you know it's a shit show. 5 minutes, 34 seconds gone. Thank you to everybody who's tuning in already. Quite a bunch of you, so thanks for stopping by. KMR Lee comments, Mike Dean's a cheat. That was never a yellow for Fred. Yeah, he's a bit of a shit ref, ain't he, to be fair. Liam Fletcher comments, thoughts on, I'm guessing you meaning Jesse Lingard, pigeon face pillow pumper. Nice one. Well, you know my thoughts on Jesse Lingard, if that's who you're talking about. Ivan Radosevich. Oh, hang on. Do you mean? I think you mean maybe Rashford was it? Who was it that did that video humping the pillows? I've forgotten now. Anyway, E1 Official Vivo. Hello to you. Thank you very much, Gungshi. Good to see lots of youth on the bench. Not that Oddie's got much to choose from. Yeah, I mean, there's a good few young prospects on the benches, isn't there? There's Greenwood's on the bench. We do have some options in the centre of the park there as well. Williams is on the bench. JP with a super chat. Thank you very much, Jay. He comments, here's a drink for the draw. Little bit negative early on, but thank you very much for the super chat there. I mean, look, it is early. It's not been a great start. We've not looked good recently. It could be a tricky one. So maybe it will be a draw. If it is, I appreciate that very much, pal. Oh, dear. So 6 minutes, 54 seconds gone. Not a whole lot of action so far in the game. Could it be another game like the other night against freaking RZ? Could it? We were an absolute nightmare against Alkmaar. We played like a bunch of freaking Alkmaar-holics against Alkmaar, pissed out the bloody heads. Couldn't create anything. So hopefully it's not another situation like that today. It is a bit of a makeshift side, a bit of a mishmash of players, if you like. Not the most solidified starting 11 you've ever seen Manchester United put out. So it could be a very tricky game, and creatively, are we going to struggle? That's what we struggled with in a lot of the games recently, is creating. So that's been a theme for us, a problem for us recently. I don't see that changing anytime soon, but come on, this is Newcastle we're playing. We do still have some quality players in there. Juan Mata's been poor recently, to be fair, and I rate Juan Mata, but on his days, he's a very good top quality player. It's just we need to get him back on his day. He needs to start performing. I mean, Pereira, he's got some skills, but we haven't seen too much of it lately. Want to see a lot more from him. And Rashford keeps the ball in, does he? No, he doesn't. Can't quite keep the ball in for Manchester United with the ball forward there. It just goes out for a Newcastle United throw-in right next to their corner flag. Just want to see a bit of entertainment and, enthrallment from United at the moment as well. It'd be nice to get the result, but we don't want to just see dreary football every time we tune in. Because that's what it's becoming. It's just becoming dreariness after dreariness when you tune in, and you're sort of expecting it. And so far, 8 minutes, 33 seconds gone. United have done basically nothing here. And now it's all the way back to David De Gea. Yeah, nice one. I want to see a little bit more directness. I want to see a little bit more cutting edge. More runs forward. Let's attack Newcastle. Yeah, we may be away from home. But come on. We're bloody Man United here. Get your predictions in, lads and lasses. James Mosscrop predicts 1-2. He thinks United are going to beat Newcastle 2-1. Great shout. I mean, I think we're going to snatch this game just, and it's going to be a very ugly game. I know I was saying it'd be nice to get entertaining quality football. Probably not going to happen. Probably going to be an absolute gas show. So I think if we get the 1-0 win, I'll be very, very happy with that. Ben Cooper Coral predicts 1-2 as well. Fair play. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I mean, fact is, United are desperate for a win at the moment. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has had so much pressure on him over the last week since we lost that since we drew that last game. I have seen so much vitriolic hate towards Ole Gunnar Solskjaer from Manchester United fans saying Ole out and he's not cut out for the job and all this malarkeys. Meanwhile, Pochettino's over at Spurs, just got them to the Champions League final, and he's having just as much as a mare as anybody, really. Losing 7-2 to Bayern, losing 3-0 to Brighton. He's having a bloody nightmare. He conceded 10 goals in 2 games. Shocking stuff. But, it's like, it does take a lot of time. It takes time. It's not easy managing at this top level. Sometimes you can have a bit of a bad form. Let's just hope that United do improve. Let's hope Ole sticks around long enough to be able to do that. If he is going to stick around long enough, he's going to have to win games, though, even with this shite squad. Sure, we need new players and the Glazers need to invest, but he is going to have to start winning games such as this one. We can forgive not beating City and Liverpool and the teams that are above us at the moment. We can forgive that, but we can't really forgive losing games like this or not even winning games like this. These are the must-win games for Manchester United right now because of how shite we are. We are a better technical side than Newcastle United. We are a better technical side than the bottom 10 teams in the Premier League, even now with our absolutely gash-tastic players. Oh, holy crap! 1-on-1 against David De Gea, but it's thankfully picked up by the Spaniard. So it's just very, very tricky for United at the moment. Any game coming up. This is no different, but it is must-win because if Ole Gunnar doesn't get the 3 points here today, man, the fans are going to be all over his shit, man. And look, I'm not happy with how we've been doing recently, and I don't think his in-game management's been great, and his selections have been fantastic either. But I do believe that we shouldn't be chopping and changing managers so very often. And the funny thing is, people are saying, get Pochettino in if Ole Gunnar gets the sack. Pochettino's having a mare at Spurs recently, and he's got a much better squad. If he was that great of a coach, he wouldn't have had them in this slump of form, which is an extended period of time they've been playing gash now. It's got a much better squad than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I'm not so sure if he just came in right now, if it would be that quick fix everyone's looking for. Oh! Good bit of play by Newcastle United there. Shot off on goal. 11 minutes, 50 seconds gone on the clock. I mean, it's Newcastle creating the chances at the moment. And Manchester United just can't get a foothold in the game again. That's how it is. The theme continues. We can't get a bloody foothold in the game. Alex Rincon comments, I'm really worried about St. Maximum. He looks really good. Yeah, he does look very, very good indeed so far. Anyway, looks lively up for it today. So probably often see players stepping up when they come up against United. That's another thing. They know that we're there for the taking almost at the moment compared to what we usually are. So they're bang up for it, even though they're already bang up for it. JP comments, shout out Andrew Salib. Nice one, Jay, for the super chat there to shout out Andrew Salib. Andrew Salib in the house in the comment section says, I love you. Please shout me out. There's your shout out. JP getting the encouragement for you there too. Nice one. That's hilarious. Top man, JP. Spreading the love. Pepper the Pug as well. Nice to see you in here. Everybody else who's tuning in, do us a favour. If you're watching live right now, smash a cheeky little juicy little like on it. Click that subscribe button if you're new to the channel for future watch-alongs, match commentaries, match reactions, all that sort of stuff. Pereira having a little bit of handbags at the moment. Come on, United. I mean, I'm going to try and remain calm for this game because the old ticker can't take it. And I've got a little bit of a rough chest and a sore throat at the moment too. So I don't really want to be ranting and raving and screaming my tits off today, of all days. But hopefully, I won't have to. Here come United. We've got the ball in their third. Can you believe it? Oh, shit. We've lost it straight away. And here come Newcastle United on the counter. Yes. Oh, no. I thought we'd won it back there for a second, but it was a myth. Oh, what are you doing, Daniel James? Cynical challenge. Newcastle countering. Daniel James brings him down for a free kick to Newcastle United. Yeah, and Yedlin doing a good job of drawing the foul there. It looks like he's almost just put his foot into Dan James, though, and dived. Here come Newcastle United, though, on the attack. Well done, Diogo Dalot there. Good job, but good bit of defending. Oh, Newcastle United cutting through Manchester United's defence, but we managed to get it away. Sorry, it was just a little bit taken aback by how shite United's defending there was. Right. I think Yedlin's just got a yellow card for something. Not sure what's going on there, but this is dreary stuff, though, isn't it? McTominay sprinting forward and Yedlin just sides him down. Let's see if there's much contact there. There's actually no contact at all. McTominay, lad, pick yourself up, boy. What are you doing? I hate to see United players going down like that. I didn't think McTominay was that tight, but he's not touched him at all there. Do you know what I mean? Oh, my God. Modern footballers, eh? They're a bunch of pansies. Of course, we're coming up against Whiskey Nose Steve Bruce. He's got the nose of a whiskey drinker. Let's hope he's got the brain of one too when it comes to football tactics. Because we could do with them melting today, to be fair. We could do with just a big confidence booster like a nice 3-0 or something. I don't think it's going to happen. Ball over the top attempt by United. Long ball forward. Newcastle answer it with a clearance away from defence, though. Ivan Radoslavich comments, Liverpool have 17 wins in a row and we have 5 wins since the PSG game. I know, I mean, our statistics are actually insanely bad. They're awful. About as bad as I can ever remember them being in all departments. Away wins. Oh, United through with a chance! Oh, Scott McTominay just got through. Looks like he was offside, so he's offside. Either way, he screwed his shot wide. Scott Cordova comments 5-0 United, Rashford with the hat-trick, James with the brace, all goals in the second half and the start of a 15-game winning streak. That's what I'm talking about, Scott. Bit of optimism, bit of positivity. We could all do with some of that. We could all do with whatever you are smoking right now, pal. It sounds good. But United, yeah, definitely having a mare. Definitely don't see that happening anytime soon. But just restoring a little bit of stability. Getting us back to like in the top 6 or the top 7 at the moment, at least, is the task in hand. Chelsea won today. I just want to say, actually, to Man City for losing to Wolves 2-0 today. Traore scoring 2 goals for them. Although I don't know if that's really that much of a good result for Manchester United, because we're not really competing with City this year. We're more competing with Wolves. So it's not actually a good result for us, is it? Newcastle spray the ball out to the left-hand side. St. Maximin on the pitch. Left-hand side, crosses it into the Manchester United's box, cleared away. Oh, I tell you what, you're right, Rincon. That St. Maximin, he does look like he's up for it today. He's causing all sorts of problems, whether he's taking it wide or cutting back inside. He looks lively, he looks dangerous, he looks pacey. So, you know, Dallow's going to have his hands full dealing with the likes of him today. Gary Wells comments, is Rashi there? Rashford is on the pitch, my friend. He's on the pitch. But, you wouldn't know it so far, to be brutally honest with you. But I don't know if that's really his fault. We just can't seem to get through Newcastle at the moment. Seriously, where is the creativity here? Let's start to see some. Dallow on the ball. Pereira just leads it into nowhere, gives the ball away, gives possession back to Newcastle, who look to bring it out. Do a good job holding it up as well. I mean, this is good stuff by Newcastle and pretty shoddy stuff by United, just allowing them in every time. St. Maximin with a through ball through. Up top there, cut out by United. Long ball over the top by United. Marcus Rashford gets onto it, and the tackle comes in by Lascelles, who sticks it out for a throw into United. So, just struggling at the moment to make any sort of football happen whatsoever. It's just long balls over the top when we do manage to win the ball back in the final our third. Win it back, hoof it up the pitch, try and get Rashford onto it. More often than not, it won't happen. United are really struggling to play any sort of football at the moment. Dallow with the throw in there. 19 minutes just gone on the clock. Feeling a little bit rough today, lads and lasses, as well, you know. Just one of those things. I seem to be getting ill a lot at the moment. I don't know what's going round, but just got a sore throat. Just feel tired, man. Hopefully this will liven me up a little bit, but at the moment it's just serving as a sleep aid. Like, can somebody actually cut the first 19 and a half minutes of this game onto a disc, or just upload it to YouTube entitled Sleep Aid, Manchester United versus Newcastle? Because I think if you watch this when you're struggling to get to sleep, it would actually comatose you. Because this is gash-tastic stuff. Very boring from United. It's just sort of a continuation of the Alkmaar game. So far at the moment, I know it's only 20 minutes in, hopefully it livens up. But it's like we don't have anything creatively going on here. And we've played 20 minutes now on the clock. 20 minutes just gone. 20 minutes, and Newcastle have had a few opportunities. United, on the other hand, absolutely nothing. DJ Power comments, stop drinking cola, drink water. I know, but water just doesn't taste nowhere near as nice, does it? No, to be honest with you, water is king, obviously. You need water, but I have got a bit of an addiction when it comes to the old Red Dragon, you know what I'm saying? The old mistress. Because that Coca-Cola is seriously tasty. But yeah, it's probably clogging up my arteries and giving me diabetes as we speak. Definitely not good. Anyway, here come United down the left. That's the thing, we're getting onto Coca-Cola and stuff like that now because this game is so bloody boring once again. Come on, United, where's your backbone? Where's the belief? Where's the bottle? You know, where's the bollocks? Let's see some of it. Only 21 minutes gone, I know, but so far, this has been 21 minutes of absolute mundane mediocrity again. Crikey. And Newcastle just giving away a free kick. A foul on Dan James, supposedly. Let's have a look. And he was pushed to the ground there. And Manchester United get a free kick quite near the corner flag. We can whip one in there. Super chat here from Yaboy Naughty. Thank you very much, Yaboy, for getting in there. Who comments, it's Newcastle, we win or Ollie out. I'm sorry. All very strong words from Yaboy Naughty there. I mean, I sort of see what you're saying. It would be totally unacceptable not to win this game with where Newcastle are and the start that they've had and the fact that they are a gasher team and they've got a lot of the same problems United have, but even worse really because they're just not as big of a club. So United should absolutely be getting the better of Newcastle with the talents we've got out there on the pitch with Ollie as manager. 100%. But listen, Rome wasn't built in a day, although it would be a truly terrible performance, but I don't think he's just had enough time. Oh, terrible cross in by Ashley Young from the free kick. Wasted opportunity there, and Newcastle United look to counter and bring it out from the back. United do a good job winning it back though. And Daniel James does well to draw the foul from Longstaff, one of the Longstaffs. And United have another free kick. Scott Cordova says, Coke is good. Nothing like a good swig of Atlanta, Georgia sugar water. Yum. Oh, you know, it is good stuff, the old Coca-Cola, to be fair. It's absolutely awful for you, but a nice cold pint of Coke on a hot summer's day. Oh! Anyway, free kick in by Manchester United there. No end product to speak of. Cleared away by Clark at the back there. Kyle Fury, nice to see you in here, mate. Comments, Pepsi over Coke. I mean, do you know what? It's 50-50 with me. I know everybody seems to have their favourite. For me, I just can't decide. I love them both equally, you know. It's like asking to choose between your two children or something for me. I love Pepsi and I love Coke. It's just the kind of guy I am. Down the left then, this game's bloody boring, isn't it? We're talking about beverages. What's your favourite beverage then, guys? Oh... The Music Fiends comments, I don't know the difference. Are you absolutely freaking kidding me? There's a whole host of different idiosyncrasies, familiarities, differences, subtleties that you have to really digest, my friend, okay? Anyway, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer not happy on the sidelines. I wouldn't be either with this absolute shit show. We're 23 minutes, 49 seconds in. United still... Have we even really had a clear-cut opportunity at all? Have we even had a shot on goal? Fred then plays it down the left. Ashley Young on the ball. Twanzebe at the back there. Hopefully can be a really good future prospect for us at centre-back. I really do believe he's got the talent to do that. Young lad, looks very solid already. Physically, he'll improve a lot over the next couple of years. So I think we've got a great talent there. Oh, and a bit of sloppy United defending almost hands Newcastle an opportunity to get through there. But in the end, it is scuppered out by United. Here they come down the left. Ashley Young. Marcus Rashford cuts back deep and brings it inside. Scott McTominay tries to play a 1-2 with Pereira, but it's given away. And St. Maximin piles forward for Newcastle United. Good defending there by Twanzebe, making a challenge at the back there. Nice one. Fred brings it forward. McTominay in the centre of the park, sprays it out to the left. Ashley Young supporting. Good pass into Juan Mata. And the cross comes in from the left-hand side for United, but it is headed away by Kieran Clark at the back for Newcastle, out for a Manchester United corner here. A little bit better stuff from United. That's the first bit of football we've actually played. Just a few passes trying to create something there. Actually came off there. Joke. Ashley Young with the throw-in. Edge of the area. Scott McTominay. He has a shot and it's blocked away. And it's gone out for a Manchester United corner here. Everybody who's tuning in, thanks for stopping by. Get your comments and thoughts in on United's performance in the game and we'll read them out as we go along. Raj Taj Mahmood comments, you know things are bad when the Flying Pigs... when the Flying Pig gets excited about a beverage. You know it, mate. That's the problem facing United at the moment. They're so mundane that we have to talk about other stuff during the watch-alongs because, you know, just not much action going on, is there? Samuel Mann comments, Fanta Pineapple. Cheeky. Do you know, I've never actually had Fanta Pineapple, my friend. Didn't even know it existed. Oh, my days. I've had the lemon one. That's obviously an absolute classic. Fanta Twist. Gungshi comments, Pereira should be on corners and free kicks. Not a bad shout, mate. Not a bad shout. I think it's fair to say Gashley clunges. Gashley. I liked it when we had Angel Gomez taking our corners. He actually put in good deliveries, but I know he's not really featuring. Kevin North comments, Coke, the only thing in red and white to get the pig excited today. Fair play to you, mate. It's about right. Derek Jason, nice to see you in here, mate. Thank you very much for stopping by. Rock and roll star, City fan, obviously. Thanks to everybody who bought me new album. Big thank you. Cheers, Liam. Get out of here, Gallagher. Oh, my days, a shot on goal there by Longstaff. And it has rattled David De Gea's crossbar. Got a little bit distracted there. 27 minutes, 12 seconds gone on the clock, and Longstaff has a crack. St. Maximin plays it back inside. Edge of the area. Great strike. It is an absolutely plush, flush, well-struck volley there. Half volley. And it's dipping. It's over David De Gea. De Gea is beaten. And it just cannot beat the top of the crossbar there. It's just bounced away. But crikey, what a great chance there by Newcastle United and Longstaff. Rattled the crossbar there. Crikey. Rattled the crossbar. Anyway, yeah, Liam Gallagher, I don't know what you're on about, mate. I do like a bit of Oasis and stuff, to be fair. But even though they're city scummers, you know, if you gotta love a bit of Oasis, don't you? Alex Rincon comments, I'm so depressed. What has happened to my team? I know. Share the pain, mate. 28 minutes in, and Newcastle are battering us. Newcastle look more likely to make something happen here. They just had a really good chance. Could have been 1-0. We've created zero big chances, he said. Absolutely. Oh, dear. Corner in by Newcastle. And headed just over. Crikey, man. United are struggling at the moment to really get a foothold in this game. It's all Newcastle. The corner comes in. Really good little movement and a header on it. And it just goes over David De Gea's bar once again. United are treading a very fine line at the moment against Newcastle United here. We're just not creating anything. We don't have anything going forward right now. It's the same old shit. What is the problem? What's going on? The coaching staff, is it? I mean, Phelan was a very successful, great coach. And Sir Alex Ferguson, Michael Carrick, I suppose, doesn't have the most experience. Do we really know what he's really like as a coach? But, you know, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, obviously the main man, has to get this team playing better. Look, I know he needs time. I know we need players. But you've still got decent enough players to play a better brand of football than what we're doing right now. We have to start playing more expansive, more creative, more attacking football. Until we do that, then we're not going to get any better. And you don't need to have the best players in the world to play a great style, to play a good, clear style that everybody can get behind. You just need to play that style. So, look, Ollie's got to do better at implementing this. I know it's going to take time and it's not built in a day, but it is shocking at the moment. Oh, and hang on, has Ashley Young just been yellow carded here? McTominay, was it? Let's have a look at this. Scott McTominay with a studs-up challenge down the shin and of the Longstaff brother, the baby brother. And McTominay, definite yellow card there. Dangerous foul, studs-up foul, shinned him there. Bit dirty from McTominay there, to be fair. Gary Wells' comment should have been sent off. I mean, could have easily been sent off for that, to be fair, because it was a studs-up tackle right through on the lad's shin. He is lucky to stay on the pitch there. The chauvinistic gentleman comments, Rome didn't collapse in a day either. That's very, very true, but it probably collapsed a lot quicker than it was put up. I don't know. But, yeah, it does seem it's easier for the club to go down than it is to build it back up. Once Fergie left, I always thought it'd be a drop-off. It's even surpassed what I thought would happen in terms of an absolute disgrace and an embarrassment. Always thought the Glazers were a problem at United, but Fergie just sort of paper over all the problems we had. And they did invest and give Fergie a bit of money when he needed it, really. And he always sort of had enough to be able to do his job. But once Fergie left, we've had a massive downturn. We're doing awful. The club is being slowly destroyed, pretty much, with the Glazers in charge and how we're doing and the team we've got. It's just miles off, absolutely miles off. And it will take years to get back up there. Like, that's why I know it's not going to be a quick fix. And we could get Pochettino in, and he might do better for a while with that whole new manager effect that happens when you get a new man in. And maybe he'll do well for a while, but if the Glazers don't invest in him properly and we don't improve the quality in our squad either, I don't know how he's going to turn United's fortunes overnight. People say I was a great master tactician. Ask Bayern Munich that. Ask Brighton that. They're freaking not, it's difficult, man. So I don't know if a new manager coming in would actually help much. all I know that it would be turning your back on a club legend who, okay, he's not got the most managerial experience, but we were happy with him after 11 games. That's why he got the job, basically, on a permanent basis. Diogo Dalot down the right for United. Decent defending there. And it's gone out for a Manchester United throw right by the corner flag. Mr. Rames, 2001, absolute originator of the channel here, comments, how much do you need to invest? Really, though, it's hundreds of millions. That's the problem. With the way the market is at the moment and the players and the fact that teams don't really have to sell to Manchester United right now and players aren't necessarily queuing up to knock on their manager's door to say, I want to leave and go to Manchester United, accept the bid and stuff like that. Because United are just not right at the races at the moment in terms of quality and challenging for things. So it's like James Maddison is one of those players we were talking about. James Maddison is not a top quality player, okay? He's a very good player. He's 23 or 22. He's around about that age. He's young. He's got character. He's got leadership qualities. Saw that in the last game. And he will progress into a much better player than he is today. The fact is United need to get some of those players on board that will flourish into great players in two years' time. And he's one of those sort of players that could do that potentially, and he seems to be a good character. Those are the sorts of players we need to bring in. He wouldn't come cheap at any time, because Leicester don't want to get rid, and they have no incentive to get rid, and does Maddison want to come if they're higher up in the league than us? That's another thing. So it's very difficult for United to even get the players we need. Oh, it's so frustrating how Newcastle just looks so comfortable in this game. They're just having time on the ball to knock it around. Here's St. Maximin again down the left-hand side. He is dangerous. He's got some step-overs, this lad. He cuts back in. He's absolutely done Diogo Dalot, but it's a good recovery tackle by Diogo Dalot. Good sliding tackle to win the ball back. Fair play to him, man. I'm not sure what that really is on his head, though, but that is some unbelievable skill and trickery there by St. Maximin. But Dalot equaled to it and gets a good sliding tackle in. Very good defensive quality shown there, to be fair. He waited, he stood his ground, and just when he thought Maximum had done him, he's got him with the sliding tackle. Corner in! Headed away. Penalty shout is there. Hold on a wee second. Referee's just blown. He's going to have a look at VAR. Looks like a coming together from Ashley Young and one of their players who's down clutching their face. Could be Almiron, not sure. But somebody looks to be in some considerable trouble here. Let's see what happened. Oh, and Ashley Young has just elbowed him right in the face. It's reckless defending there by Ashley Young. And is this a penalty? Is this a penalty? Are they looking at the VAR here? Because he has fouled him in the box there. I mean, he's jumped up there. It's obviously not on purpose. But he's got above him and he has elbowed him in the face. So VAR could potentially award this. We've seen stranger things happen than this one being awarded. So hopefully it's not. They're just having a look at it now, I believe. 35 minutes, 22 seconds gone on the clock. Steve Bruce on the sidelines looking pretty content with what he's seeing at the moment because Newcastle are banging this game. They're looking way better than United at the moment. Let's be brutally honest. And United are just not creating. We don't have the quality out there to even cause them problems at the moment, it seems. Shimon comments, I fell asleep. The match is so boring. Sideways, backways passing. Absolutely, mate. It is. I mean, it is just slow and mundane at the moment. Louis van Gaal, pile of mediocrity right now. Even worse, really. Because at least we had a bit of a better squad back then, really. Now we have got a skeleton squad. An absolute skeleton squad. We've basically got the cast of the Funny Bones playing for Manchester United right now. We've got that frickin' Pratt from don't worry. We've got that Pratt from A Nightmare Before Christmas playing at left back. You know what I mean? What's his name? Forgot his freaking name. Anyway, all I'm saying is we've got a skeleton squad right now. Juan Mata brought down. Hendra Velo comments, Rashford is missing. Absolutely, Hendra. Don't know where he is. Is he? I forgot he was even playing, actually. I forgot Marcus Rashford was on the pitch. Yasser HS comments, has Rashford touched the ball? Well, not the football. I don't know about any other type of ball, but he's certainly not touched the football during this game. He probably has been twiddling some other balls over by the corner flag. Might as well have been, with the little we've seen from him. But to be fair, are we getting anything to him? This is bloody Harry Dreadnap right now. It really is. This is proper Dreaders. Come on. Get the ball to somebody. Another aimless ball over the top by Andreas Pereira here. Forget Toys R Us. This is Tits R Us out there. Can't bloody string two passes together though, can they? Unbelievable. Andy Carroll warming up on the sidelines. Hold your horses. David Murphy comments, how boring is this, peeps? I mean, I hope you're talking about the game, but it is absolutely freaking shite. Ball over the top and Newcastle United are in. One-on-one with David De Gea. Oh, great defensive sliding tackle by Harry Maguire. Slabhead does something good finally. £80 million for that. Finally, we can see something for it. Anyway, good sliding tackle there by Harry Maguire to make the recovery, but it was too easy for Newcastle. Ball over the top there. Shot on goal. Harry Maguire's made a great sliding challenge to see that one away. Oh. "38 minutes, 53 seconds gone, so we're just 7 minutes before the halftime break now. And still, it's another performance lacking creativity, lacking any sort of bottle by United so far. Throughout its entirety of the squad, we haven't got anything for Newcastle so far. Nothing. Diogo Dalot down the right then. Can we look to make something happen? We need to find some inspiration from somewhere. Somebody's going to have to step up and start to try and grab this game by the scruff of the neck and make something happen. Drag your teammates on. Good pass by Juan Mata there. Down the left. Here come United. Ashley Young whips a ball in. Juan Mata trying to get on the end of it, but it is beaten away by the Newcastle defender. McTominay pops it back off to Dalot. Dalot over to Fred. Fred over to James. McTominay gets it back under control. Back to Fred. More sideways, backwards passing going on. No cutting edge, no creativity, no clue, no idea. Harry Maguire on the ball, surging forward. Forward pass from him. Good pass. Dan James, forward run. Shot on goal. Saved. And it was Andreas Pereira, my bad, not Dan James. Sorry, I'm watching on the phone. Dan James, Andreas Pereira it was, my bad. Shot on goal there, right at the keeper, but a good positive forward run from him and a good shot. Just looking for a little bit more inspiration there, but finally United had a shot on goal. Finally we did something. Not even a half chance, but from distance there, but still. The Music Fiend comments, one shot on target. Gary Wells, shot at last. Rincon comments, Moyes had Rio. Vidic. Evra. Rooney. RVP. They were better than these. Like, yeah, I mean, that's all you have to say, to be fair, pal. That's all you have to say. They are a lot better, really, than this absolute gash-tastic team. Fair play to Harry Maguire getting that challenge in there anyway. Here come Newcastle United again though. Looking to nab one just before half time. This looks dangerous. Dangerous counter down the right. Down the right. Ball whipped into the back stick. Central edge of the box now. Oh, shot on goal. Good block there. By who was it? Fred coming in there, was it? Good closing down there. Good heart. Good heart. Yeah. Bit better from United there defensively anyway. showed a bit more heart and desire to close them down and get out to the man than we have done in some games recently. Alex Wincon comments, like the video. Thank you very much, Alex. Do us a favour, everybody. Smash a cheeky little like on it. Share it if you want on social media as well. That always helps out. And to each and every one of you who's choosing to watch along with the pig today, just want to say thank you very much for tuning in. Oh, Steve Bruce, what you doing, lad? How are you getting this Newcastle United side playing better than freaking Odegaard's United side? I don't get it. I just don't get this United team at the moment. We're playing against relegation fodder. Newcastle United got 5 points this season so far and are just having mares and looking like they're just second rate. But the problem for United is we're just as bloody shoddy at the moment, if not worse. This 45 minutes has shown me one thing, is that Newcastle are a better team than United at the moment. I know the game's not over, but crikey, this is bad. Dan James, great job holding the man off there and getting through, but it's to no avail in the end there. Beaten away. Joe Linton, what do you think about Joe Linton? I know he was decent last year in the Bundesliga, but what do you guys think about him? I thought, it might be a decent signing, £30 million for them, but he just hasn't really set the world light at all for them. Now I've said that, you can just imagine he's going to freaking score a hat-trick in the second half or something, you know it. Crikey. Neil Duffin comments, Fred is toss. Doesn't really offer us much in there, to be fair. He's sort of a jack of all trades, master of none. He's not great defensively. He's not great creatively. You know, he's just an average player, to be fair, from what we've seen. But we haven't seen that much. Oh, and Newcastle United almost score an OG. Shah almost freaking sticks it over into the back of the goal there, but it's just over the bar. Cross comes in by Dan James. And in the end, it's a good defensive header away because the ball from Dalot, is making its way to Rashford. And Shah makes the intervention. And it was risky, but it's gone over the bar. It's a corner to United. In it comes. In it comes. Oh, with a free header. He's waiting for it. Harry Maguire, slaphead. Just stick that bloody absolute freaking headstone on it. And that's all you got to do, stick it in the back of the net. He's got a free header. He's coasted into a good little area on his own. And he cannot get it directed into the goal there. That is shocking from Harry Maguire, man. £80 million. That was his moment to get the breakthrough for United. And score for United. That was his moment. He's bottled it, lads. He's bottled it. That was an absolute sitter. I'm sorry. My freaking grandpappy could have done better there. Honestly, that was amateur. I just don't think he was expecting to get the ball. Why would he? All our set pieces are shite. Don't think he was expecting to get the ball through. Usually he's been, he's been the man. We've been knocking it to the far stick and he's been heading it back across. Oh. Ralph comments, Pig, what are we going to do against the Dippers? I don't know, mate. It's going to be very difficult. They're a very good team at the moment, aren't they? I dread the day. Gongshi comments, got to score those. You absolutely do. There's no excuses for that. Sitter of a chance by Harry Maguire there. Steve Johnson comments, 80 million for the tackle at least. That tackle was great, to be fair. I mean, I know he's a defender, and it's not his job to score goals, but, you'd expect an £80 million player of any position to put that in, because it was just literally a free header in the end. Perfect. You couldn't ask for a better opportunity looking to head the ball into the back of the net. It was that great, just on the edge of the 6-yard box, in space, free header, perfect height, just glanced it too much, and it's just gone wide of the post. Shocking stuff. Gunshi says, Maguire needs a flying pig hat. We need to get him one, don't we? Although I don't think they make it in extra large, Gunshi. But if they do, then I'll send him one. 2 minutes to stoppage time, by the way, guys. We're almost at the end of that. It's 46 minutes, 27 seconds gone on the clock. 46 and a half minutes. So 30 seconds left of this half, including the stoppage time here. And you have to say, it has been a terribly drab first half performance by United. lacking chances, lacking in creativity, lacking energy, lacking bottle. Maybe not lacking energy so much, but lacking any real quality, any cutting edge, any ability to actually cut down and break through Newcastle's defences. We've seen Rashford up there isolated all alone again. Pereira very ineffective. Mata completely ineffective. Barely seen him in the game. James has done okay at times, I suppose, there, but we're just having a lot of trouble creating anything. That's the half-time whistle then, guys and gals. Thank you to everybody who's tuning in right now. It's a disgrace of a performance so far. Let's see what you guys think about it at half-time then. I just think United have to change some serious things up in the second half here, because we're just lacking that creativity again. Christopher DeBono comments, Fred is a waste of time. He's just not that creative enough, is he? I mean, I'm not sold on Fred whatsoever. We've seen a handful of games from him, real starts from him. He's had a bit of a run in the side recently now, and he's just not looked up to it. Clown J comments, Matic, you've got to be joking, we're getting dominated by one of the worst teams in the league. This half is so poor. You said it there, Clown J. It's one of the worst leagues in the team we're coming up against here, Newcastle. They really are. And they are dominating us. They're dominating Manchester United. We've barely had an opportunity. I can think of 2 shots. Pereira had a shot which was just a run from far out, and he's had a bit of a half pop chance from about 40 yards out, 35 yards out, and barely troubled the keeper. And Harry Maguire's missed an absolute slab-head sitter with that freaking tombstone noggin of his. Somehow missed the opportunity. And those are the 2 chances we've had. Other than that, Newcastle have done a really good job of getting at United, causing problems. St. Maximin was lively. Gary Wells comments, Moped is injured and I am falling to sleep. So St. Maximin did appear to be on the sidelines clutching his body at the end of that half. So I do think that that's probably the case. That's probably a bonus for United because he was causing us all sorts of problems. And I think Moped's a little bit harsh, isn't it? It looked more like a sort of a plate of fries. Alex Rincon comments, Fred is savage as Fook. Have you ever seen him take a player on? Have you ever seen him make a great through ball pass? Have you ever seen him not give the ball away? Average as Fook. Waste of money. Fair play to you, Alex Rincon. I'm going to have to agree with you. But again, I mean, it's not Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's signing, really. We're dealing with, Mourinho signings and he's having to deal with some of the gash we've got at the club. Not to mention we did sell some of the bigger name players. So he's got a skeleton squad at the moment. He's having to select players like Fred. I'm sure he would want, a Roy Keane type in there ideally, or another player from another team. But we just didn't get that in the transfer window. And but he's still got to get Fred playing better. He's still got to, Fred played for Shakhtar Donetsk in the Ukrainian league, was good and successful over there. Part of some successful teams in the Europa League previously, Champions League with Shakhtar sometimes, I believe, and also for the Brazilian national team. So we're talking about a decent player. If you're capped for your country and your country's Brazil, you've got to be a decent player. So he's not good, but I just don't think we're seeing the best from him because this team, every aspect of it is gash. But yeah, he's a part of that. He's a big part of it because he's a creative force in the centre of the park there, or supposed to be. McTominay cannot do it all on his own. Players like Juan Mata have got to step up. They do. They need to get on the ball more, and they need to create when they do and actually play some sort of a killer ball. Do something, create something, because he's supposed to be one of the experienced, creative, technically gifted players in the team. And if he's not doing it, then how can you expect players like Fred to do it? How can you expect some of the younger players to do it also? Let's talk about up top there. Rashford's been absolutely Gashford so far, but he's not had much service, to be fair to him, but he just doesn't really offer us anything up there, man. He can't hold the ball up. If United are trying to get the ball and play on the counter and get it forward and move quickly, when he gets it, he's just not really doing anything with it at the moment, but we're not getting it to him a lot. In terms of the rest of the team, defensively, we've looked pretty ropey, to be fair. They just walked it through us a few times. Maguire obviously made that epic sliding challenge, but he missed that sitter. Other than that, it's not been sparkling from United either. So overall, bit of a shit show. What do you guys think? Clam J, Fred is playing like a pub side midfielder. He's useless. Yeah, I don't really know what he does. It's just backwards, side, he pass, giving the ball away, etc. Gary Wells comments, go for a smoke, mate, or have you given them up now? You will need one after that. I might go for a few minutes, to be fair, buddy, in just a minute. I just wanted to give you my thoughts and read what you guys think quickly before I go for a few-minute break. But don't go anywhere, guys. Gungshi comments, Pig, your commentary is much more entertaining than this match. This is Gashtastic, Goblin-esque, and unacceptable. Thank you very much, Gungshi. That's a super chat, actually. Thank you, mate, for getting in here with that. Again, showing your support to the channel, you absolute hero. Thank you as well for the comment on my commentary there. It's just unacceptable. You've nailed it. United should be playing a lot better. Ole Gunnar, even with a bang average squad that we've got, should be getting this team performing a lot better. The players need to man up. Freddie Flintstone out there is bloody useless. He's having a yabba dabba do time out there, but in a negative way. Then you've got Rashford up there. He's just not doing it. Some of these players have to step up and do it, but at the same time, the tactics are just not working, man. The tactics are just not working. Ollie's the tactician. Ollie's the master in charge, the master at hand, the master commander. And he needs to be getting them doing the right things. And we're just not doing that at the moment. We're just not. We're not seeing any real venom from United, any creativity, any penetration. It's all just piss poor, bore you to death stuff. Jack and Brad Gaming comments, nearly fell asleep. I'm not surprised, Jack and Brad. Wayne M, well, it's coming up to Halloween, and this is terrifying. It's an absolute horror show at St. James's Park here. Where are the pumpkins? Let's get them out early. Andres Rocco comments, Herrera, go and take all the heart that have this squad. Herrera, I think what you were saying is Herrera's taken all of the heart with him out of this squad because he left, because he's gone to PSG and he was the only player we had with actually any heart or any bottle, and the Glazers just let him go and didn't replace him. That's the problem. If you're going to let Herrera go, you've got to get two players in with a bit of bottle in there, which we didn't do. Mike Lee comments, why Ollie continue to play Rashford as striker? He's just a winger. We need two strikers to score, one to play destroyer role to open up defence. Fair play to you, Mike. I mean, I don't understand why he selected Rashford today either when Greenwood's available. We can see again, Rashford's ineffective up there. He's just not cut out for it. I think he's a good wide player. Get him on the board on the wide positions. When we've seen him play there recently, he's looked fantastic. He's looked fantastic there. It's a no-brainer. Play him there. It's not like Pereira's going to be any better on the other side. You might as well play James and Rashford out wide. That makes freaking sense. I can see it. You can see it. Why can't Ole Gunnar Solskjaer see it? Gashtastic. Right, guys, don't go anywhere. I'm just going to pop off for a few minutes, literally 3 to 5 minutes time. I'll be back. So don't go anywhere. I'll see you in a minute, and we'll commentate and we'll watch along together the second half. So don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. And see you soon. Get yourself a cup of tea and some bickies, or maybe even something a little bit stronger after that freaking Gashtastic half of football. Back in a sec. Anchor, how's it going? I'm back, lads and lasses. Thanks for stopping and waiting. Oh dear, I've got the match stats here from the first half performance by Manchester United versus Newcastle in this game here. And oh my days, it does not make for great reading. Let's have a look at this. So, okay, we've had 67% of the possession. Possession means nothing. Possession doesn't win you games, we know that. Doesn't create your chances either, as this first half goes to show. Because Newcastle, they've had 8 shots, okay, none on target, but still they're pressing, they're creating. Sooner or later, they might have a bit of joy. Manchester United, we've had 3 shots, 1 on target, which was that Pereira shot from, which was not really a major chance. 2 corners, they've had 4. It's just an absolutely freaking gash-tastic performance by Manchester United in every way in that first half. But in that first half, you can't address it any other way than that, and it is dreary. Hopefully I'm coming through loud and clear. Just let me know that I am. But thank you to everybody who's still in here. Kevin North, Lalu Pato, Ibi Avihled, JP, Gary Wells, Slamat Fajar. Thank you very much, everybody who's joining me right now on this live stream. Let's get back into the game then. Just make sure I've not missed the start of the second half here. I haven't, so that's good. That's good. Crikey, I mean, you know, when we can't break teams down like Newcastle, how are we gonna do well against Liverpool on October the 20th when they're actually a quality attacking team? It's really not good. I'm really not looking forward to playing the big teams this year. But like I said, if United can get the results against the lesser teams, then that's all we really ask for. We expect Ollie, even with this squad and not having the right players and being backed properly and all that jazz, we still expect him to be able to, you know, get top 6 with this team, really. It's a good enough squad, even as the skeleton squad it is right now, looking literally like the Cobra Kai's in the old frickin' shower room party scene in the Karate Kid, dressed as the skeletons, kicking the shit out of frickin' Danielson. That's what's going on, you know. Danielson is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and the players at Manchester United are the skeleton squad, which are the Cobra Kai and the Halloween frickin' skeleton costumes. And what we need is a Mr. Miyagi to jump over the fence and frickin' save the day. But where is Mr. Miyagi? Mr. Miyagi's retired. That's Sir Alex Ferguson. He's Miyagi. You know? It's bad. Anyway, that's what's happening at the moment at United. We have all sorts of problems. They're coming out of the tunnel now for the second half here at St. James's Park. Hopefully it's a much better performance than that first half pile of wank, because let's be real now, we created nothing in that first half. We made Newcastle look good, and let's not forget that Newcastle are not good. Newcastle are a bang average mess, just like United, even worse. And the fact that we're not getting the better of them in this game just goes to show you what a problem we've got. JP comments, rip Mr. Miyagi. Absolutely, mate. What a hero. What an absolute hero. Pat Marita, whatever his name was, the actual guy. Absolute personal hero of mine. Get Busy Living says, wax off United. Here we are. The second half is underway, lads and lasses. Just kicked off. I'll keep you up to date with what's going on. Once again, thank you to everybody who stops by for these watch-alongs. Get your thoughts and opinions in on the mess that is United. Hopefully this second half performance will be something to enjoy a lot more than that first half. Because if you were at a restaurant and you got served that, you would be sending that back irate. Do you know what I mean? Well, hopefully we get something a little bit more palatable in this second half anyway. 45 minutes, 30 seconds gone on the clock. Don't bottle this, United. We're playing Newcastle. We're playing Whiskey Noses Newcastle here. Wayne M comments, any subs on Pig? I don't know. I don't know. Probably not. Probably not knowing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Let's have a look and see, shall we? But no, I mean, probably not, matey. In fact, if somebody else could look, that would be great. Newcastle then with a free kick by the halfway line. Whipped over to the right-hand side. AK comments, we should have bought 6 or 7 players. That's 100% true. We should have got the defensive players we got, as well, you know, as well as James. So those 3 players. But also we should have signed a right mid. We should have signed a central attacking midfielder or a creative midfielder, like a Fernandez, somebody like that. And we should have also definitely got a striker, because Martial's injured. Rashford's not up to the job, unfortunately. Greenwood's 17. We're very light in that area. And also defensive midfielder, somebody to just buzz in around behind the players like Pogba and Bruno Fernandes, say, who could create. And then we'd have somebody defensively in there who's got a bit of bottle. That'd be nice. then we actually would have had a decent chance. And that's just 3 or 4 players. So yeah, with 6 or 7 players we should have absolutely got. Newcastle United, St. Maximin still on the pitch, coming at us on the counter. Here they come. And they've cut us open on the counter. And it's a shot at David De Gea's goal. But it is a metre or 2 wide from Almiron in the end, thankfully for United. Holy potatoes, this is getting tense. This is getting miserable. Because again, Newcastle cutting us open. Look at that. St. Maximin plays the easy through ball to Almiron, who's making the cutting run across United's defence. And luckily for us, Ashley Young just does enough to put him off, or at least he looks like he put him off, because the execution was absolutely awful. Ibby comments, Newcastle will win, might as well. I mean, so far, if the game was going to end now, you'd have to say Newcastle were the best team so far in this game. But look, there's still 45 minutes or close left. Ashley Young's been brought down here by Yedlin. Ashley Young's clutching his head. What's going on here? Looks genuinely hurt. Let's see what happened here. Ashley Young gets the ball. He slides in, and Yedlin, I don't really know what happened there. Yedlin maybe caught him. Let's have a look. Yeah, and Yedlin's just caught him with his boot there as he's lunged over him. I just can't be arsed watching this pile of shit that often anymore, you know? Do you know what I mean? Like, this is absolutely gash. It's just boring every single time we watch United at the moment, unfortunately. But look, we've got to support the team. We've got to hope for better days. But this is dark days at the moment. Ashley Young down on the ground. Physio's giving him some treatment. Atrex789 comments, it's depressing, Pig. Kevin North comments, cheer up, Pig. Thank you, lads. I mean, it's hard to cheer up as a United fan, because we are a great club and we've been spoiled, certainly in my lifetime, just absolutely spoiled with the quality of football and the players and the manager and the style and the trophies. We've just been spoiled. And unfortunately, the Glazers have come in and they spoiled everything after Fergie left. It is now a horror show of a club. We are really down there. You know, like when we were laughing at Liverpool a few years back, 10 years ago, they just couldn't get back up there 5th or 6th every single year. Kenny Dalglish having mares. Do you know what I mean? And we were looking at them going, they're never going to get back there. But they have got back there. And unfortunately now, United are that team. We're worse than an Arsenal, really, in terms of where we've fallen. Arsenal still getting the Champions League. They haven't done the last couple of years, but before that they were always there. And unfortunately, United are just so far behind the top teams at the moment. And it's not going to come anytime soon. There's a lot of work to be done. A lot of improvement in the squad to be done before United can compete again. But we've just had such a massive drop-off since those days. It's depressing. It is. I didn't think we'd ever be this shit, to be honest with you, because I thought we were a big club, huge global following. We'll always try and do the best for the team and improve it. We'll always buy the top players still, even if there's a bit more competition from the other big clubs that can afford it now. But no, it is just not gone that way at all. We're struggling. The squad is really bad. It's really bad, man. Lee Matthews comments the players are poor quality, but the tactics are worse. If it wasn't Ollie in charge, he would be gone by now. Maybe is that really the case, though? Because, David Moyes was absolutely dreary, and he lasted a lot longer than what Ollie's had, I think. A couple of months before the end of the season, he was sacked, wasn't he? And then you've got Jose Mourinho, Louis van Gaal. Those managers were given a lot of time. Now, okay, Ollie's not got the same CV or track record as those managers, but, you still got to give managers a bit more time than what he's had. And there's no quick fix at United. Everyone keeps saying, get a new manager and that's going to sort everything out. Freaking Pep Guardiola wouldn't sort this United side out for a couple of years. I truly believe that. We need to buy players. Wayne M comments, good luck with the new players, Pig. The board have deep pockets and short arms. Fair play, they're like freaking Tyrannosaurus Rexes out there, aren't they? But anyway, you're right. The chances of them really truly investing in this side are very low. Most likely they'll just suck more money out of the club and suck the life out of the club and do the bare minimum. Which, unfortunately, the bare minimum at the moment is just not working for United. Just not happening for us. We need to do a lot more than the bare minimum should be doing the frickin' Alan St. Maximin, not the frickin' bare minimum. Shimon comments, dear God, we can't even keep the ball from a throw-in. 52 minutes, 5 seconds gone then. On the clock, United still... Oh, there you go. I see what you're talking about. Just giving the bloody possession away. I'm a little bit behind you. But yeah, Dallo just threw it in and we just completely given the possession away. Shocking stuff there. United need to do something now. 40 minutes left of the game. What are we doing? What are we doing? Excuse me. Steph Antonio comments, Frank isn't going to leave Chelsea. Yeah, no, as long as they want him as manager, I'm sure he'll want to be Chelsea manager. He loves that club. He is a club legend there. He's doing good as well. I think he's got them up to 5th now, which after the start they had, losing 4-0 to United, goes to show what a great turnaround he's had. So he is actually doing it at the moment. You know, he's actually doing it for Chelsea, getting their young lads performing. Tammy Abraham again on the score sheet. Mason Mount on the score sheet. You know, he's doing a good job with the lads he's got there, to be fair. JP, thank you very much, pal. He's just laid down a super chat of justice on here. Thank you very much, Jay, for the support. He comments, support the pig, smash a like. JP, what a freaking absolute legend you are. Thank you very much for that, Jay. And please do, as he says, smash a cheeky little like on this video. Let's see if we can get this video to 100 likes before the end of the final whistle. Is that possible? Let's see. Don't know what it's on at the moment, but it'd be nice to get to 100, wouldn't it, if that's at all possible. So please do smash a cheeky like on it. Nick Brown comments, loving the match companion, Piggy. Thank you very much, Nick. Great to have you in here. Hope you're having a good one. Who do you think's performing today so far? Looks like I missed a super chat from you as well, Nick Brown. I apologise. You commented, great to see you, Pig. Awesome content as always. Thank you so much, Nick Brown, for stopping by here with your positivity. Nice to get a bit of positivity because watching United at the moment does not provide me with very much of that at all. Do you know what I mean? Not very much positivity. So thank you, Jay. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, everybody else who's getting involved with those. You're a bunch of heroes. Come on then, United. 54 minutes, 7 seconds gone. Let's end this absolute mess of mediocrity immediately. Corner for Manchester United. Corner. Come on, Slabhead. Get it on it. The corner comes in. Oh, Maguire almost gets on the end of it there. Tries the half volley, but it's cleared away by Newcastle, temporarily at least. Fred on the ball. Plays it out left to Dan James. Great play by Dan James to beat his man down the left and get the left-footed cross in. Just a little bit too much on it, and it goes over absolutely everybody. Rui Rodriguez, like from the Gooner that likes your content. Thank you very much, Rui. Means a lot coming from opposition scummers such as yourself, so much appreciated, Rui. Thank you very much. Harry Malik comments, I don't understand why we do so many side passes and then do crosses instead of playing central. If we wanted to cross the ball all the time, we should have kept Lukaku. What do you think? Great observation there, mate. That's the thing. You might as well try and get down the wings with pacey wingers and whip a ball in if that's all we're going to do. The way United are playing and playing so slow, you'd think we're going to Pep Guardiola it and just play it centrally a lot more and work it around and pick those holes and stretch the defence. But no, you're right. I think you're right. Thank you very much, Get Busy Living. Shout out to you, Liverpool fan as well, showing some love on the channel. Andy Carroll's just come on the pitch, by the way. Frickin' Andy Carroll. Let's hope it's not Christmas for him today, so he can't go frickin' Carol singing. Let's hope he's Carol frickin' crying at the end of this game. But anyway, Andy Carroll's on the pitch, pay-as-you-play basis. So they're sticking him on there today. See what he can do up there. I mean, he is a threat. He's an aerial threat. Would you have Andy Carroll at United at the moment on a pay-as-you-play basis? I think we could bloody do with him, to be honest. Even as just another option. And I don't really rate him that much, but I mean, that's all I'm saying. We don't have many options up there, and he is something different. Harris Khan comments, Greenwood now. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? Newcastle still putting the pressure on United here. Twanzebe, good header back to David De Gea there to get it under control once again for United. 56.5 minutes gone. Twanzebe barking at his teammates. He's not happy at all. I like to see that from the young lad. Good leadership qualities here. He looks very good, actually. Twanzebe, from what we've seen in this game so far, he's putting in a good shift. I do like Twanzebe. I really rate him. Good young talent. Looks a lot more confident and comfortable than Lindelof at the moment for United. And based on the lack of experience he's had compared to Lindelof, I'd say that goes to show you what talent he does have. So we should try and use that talent as much as possible. Try and bring him on as much as possible. We could do with somebody to stake a claim at the back there. He seems hungry. He seems up to the task. Let's see more of it. Down the right, Dan James puts a ball sprayed across from the right to the 6-yard box. But it's cleared away by Newcastle United. Gungshi comments, come on, Dan, nick us a goal. He's having a decent game as well. You know, the young lads, they're doing well, to be fair. Dan James, he's getting joy down the wings. He's getting balls in. Okay, the final product may not be perfect, but at least he is having a bit of creation. Some of the other players, though, seriously lacking, the likes of Fred, awful, Mata, Pereira, haven't seen anything from in this game, apart from that just half shot at goal earlier. Here come United, then down the left. Ball whipped into the back stick. Oh! It was like a cross-come shot into the box. Dan James trying to latch onto the end of it. Just couldn't quite get there. And it's gone out behind for a goal kick to Newcastle United. Gungshi says, oh, why is Rojo coming on? Yeah, boy, naughty comments. Rojo about to come on. Atrex789 comments, not Rojo. Gungshi says, Rojo isn't the bloody answer. Are you joking me? You're a bit ahead of me. Rojo's coming on the pitch. Who for? Who's Rojo coming on the pitch for? Oh, you're telling me he's coming on for Rashford and we've gone 5 at the back? Wouldn't bloody surprise me. Anyway, hang on. Rojo, yep, Rojo coming on the pitch here. So I'm a few seconds behind you guys. Rojo stepping up onto the pitch. Who is coming off? 58 minutes, 41 seconds gone. On for Dalot. On for Dalot. Dalot. Oh, I'm not so sure about that one. Dallow's actually looked decent going forward at times, but then, you know, he's not had the best performance, to be fair. Rojo, if you think about how Rojo performed in some of the other games recently, he was a creative spark for us from a wing-back position. Let's see, but, you know, it's not the most positive thing. I mean, Greenwood would be nice to see come on. Rashford's having a bloody nightmare. Haven't even seen Rashford in this game whatsoever. It's just another... What is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer doing, though? Selecting Rashford and then still keeping him on the pitch after being totally ineffective. Totally ineffective. What is he doing, though? Shimon comments, my God, put on attacking players. He is playing for a draw. He's playing for a bloody draw. Where is the attacking players? Where's the youthful exuberance that we could put on the pitch here? Because we do have some on the bench. We have got some players who might be able to turn this game. But Solskjaer's going to have to show a little bit of bottle and make the change now. We're coming up to the 60th minute of the game here. And we haven't done anything in the whole 60 minutes. What makes him think that an injection of something different wouldn't help? Mark Sin comments, what attacking players could we bring on? Well, we've got Greenwood on the bench, of course, 17, but still looked a lot better recently than Rashford has. The other subs we've got on the pitch, you know, we've got Angel Gomez and Chong are on the bench, aren't they? So if we've got Chong and Gomez on, I'd rather see them come on than changing Rojo for Dalot. But then Raj Taj Mahmood comments, Dalot was limping, so maybe it was a justified substitution then if he picked up a knock and an injury. Yeah, boy, naughty, Dalot is hurt. It was an injury sub. Okay, well, that's great, but we're 60 minutes in. We've done nothing. Now it would make a little bit of time, to make sense now at this time for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to put another player on, to put Angel Gomez or Chong on or somebody else on. Pepper the Pug comments, what's your favourite player for Man United? Crikey, mate. Crikey, mate. That is difficult. That's kind of like asking... That's kind of like Cinderella asking you which one of the ugly sisters would you rather take on a date. I don't really know the answer to that one. Ball over the top. Hang on. Let's think about it. I'm loving Dan James at the moment. Loving Wan-Bissaka. Probably Aaron Wan-Bissaka's my favourite United player at the moment. You know, our 21-year-old right back. I think he's just quality. Shame he's injured at the moment, but I just love Wan-Bissaka. I think we've got ourselves one of the best right backs in Europe for the next 10 years. So I'm well happy with that. I'm loving him. David De Gea is obviously a favourite of mine. I do rate him. Think he's a great talent. Great goalkeeper. Other than that, man, I don't really have any favourites in the side. I think they're mostly bang average. McTominay with a shot from distance blocked away. Here come Newcastle on the counter-attack. St. Maximum on the ball, looking to make maximum opportunity of this chance here. But it's good defending by United to get it away. Ashley Young down the left, tries to take 2 men on. He absolutely cannot do that, but he has won a corner for United. Twanzebe, I love this leadership qualities by him and the organisational orders that he's barking at his teammates. I'm loving that. JP, that's a little bit more than I want to know, buddy. But thank you very much for getting in there. Oh, corner in. Punched away. Newcastle trying to bring it out. St. Maximum. Steph Antonio comments, depends on who wears the sexiest lingerie. Well, crikey. That does obviously make a factor. That's a factor. There are varying factors, but all I'm just saying, it's like you know, it's very difficult to choose from because they're all absolutely terrible. Oh dear. Stephen Zevon comments, Spurs, they're my second favourite melt jobs. Yeah, fair enough. Viking Reg, it's not a plastic pitch. I know, we don't have the excuses today for that. Apparently that's why Lindelof's not been playing. I mean, I'm very impressed with Twanzebe so far in this game. Ball into Andy Carroll there. Marcus Rojo just fends him off and he goes down on the ground. No, nothing wrong with that. 63 minutes, 26 seconds gone. Kurt Kernan, great to see you in here. Mark Sin, Wednesday with Henry will be interesting. Absolutely, if you're not familiar with the Pig and the Hen Show football podcast, Wednesdays, 3 p.m, live on this channel, where I discuss the weekend's football and the week's football news with Henry Hotspur, a devout Spurs fan who's obviously going to get a bit of a ribbon from me. Let's see. Hopefully, if United bloody get this result, otherwise it's another opportunity missed to mock. Oh no, the ball comes in! And oh my days, Andy Carroll gets his freaking ponytail head on it. And it just goes over the bar, man. Another chance for Newcastle United goes begging. This time the ball comes in over from the right. And Ashley Young's been absolutely tucked up there. Great cross in. It's put on a plate for Andy Carroll. Thankfully for us, he just can't quite get over it. Twanzebe doing a good job to just put him off there. Does enough anyway to stop him from converting that chance. But there you go. Another chance by Newcastle. Newcastle are gash. They're creating more than us. We've got better players. What's the problem then? What's the problem then? Newcastle surging forward. Almiron on the ball. He goes down to the ground. Get up, you absolute ninny. What is he doing, Almiron? Yellow carded. Yes, that's right. Yellow card, the freaking cheating bastard. What was he thinking there? Let's have a look at that. So he's clean through. He's almost approaching Manchester United's area. And he just completely bottles it to the ground. I mean, what is he doing there? That's disgraceful. Try a bit of simulation there. Trying to get something. He can't. He knows he's going to get done by Twanzebe there. So he just goes down to the ground. And he's rightfully got a yellow card there for simulation and cheating and diving. Bottle job. Gungshi comments, what a melter. Absolutely. Big time. Wayne M comments, Ollie is tactically inept. Sorry. I mean, what? We're not seeing much tactical students from him. It looks like Mason Greenwood's on the pitch, finally. 65 minutes, 42 seconds in. Who's he come on for? I missed that. Is it Marcus Rashford? Was it a like-for-like swap up there? We've seen Rashford totally ineffective and freezed out of this game. He's so freezed out, he's basically like Sub-Zero in frickin' Mortal Kombat. Except that when you let your little brother play and you're playing as Scorpion and he knows all the moves and he doesn't. That's the sort of Marcus Rashford Sub-Zero we've got. We've not got an Iceman. No. We've just got an absolute melter. You know what I mean? We've got a melter out there. That's the problem. Gungshi comments Mata. So Greenwood went off for Mata. Is that true? I mean, Mata's been useless in this game as well. Really lacking in creativity. I'm glad that Greenwood's on there. Where's Rashford going to play now? Is he going to go out wide? I don't know. But he's been useless up top there. Ivan Ravasalevic comments, Rashi is too old. I mean, yeah, 21 years of age. He has got a few years of experience, though. He should be doing better. Sorry, he should be doing better. The team doesn't make it easy for him, but there's been lots of games and opportunities that he should have stuck the ball in the back of the net and just bloody didn't, because he's been useless recently and toothless. I'm just done. I'm done with Rashford at striker. How is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer not done with Rashford at striker? It's like being done with Pogba at CDM. You've got this player who's potentially a good player in another position, but he's playing him at CDM where he's always useless. Why do it? Why continue to do it? Why continue to play Rashford at striker when he's always useless? Mix it up, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Don't reward mediocrity. He's making all what's annoying is I love Ole and I want him to succeed, but he's making all the same mistakes that the previous managers have had. The style of play, the way we're playing, and just some of the same mistakes, choosing certain players when he just shouldn't. The ones that are over the hill that are just proving gash. Chance down the left for United. Dan James whips it across. Too much on it again by Dan James there. He's trying to do the positive thing. Or was it Andreas Pereira? My bad. I think it was Andreas Pereira. Young plays a great ball through, and it's Andreas Pereira. Tries to get the ball across, and the cross has just got way too much on it. It's a shit pass in the end. There was shirts running in. Pepper the Pug already giving you a shout out. Steady on. Okay, you just got another one, but, let's not get silly. No, thank you very much, Pepper, for tuning in here. Like Pepper the Pig, but with a pug. Fair play to you. There's a whole bunch of you tuning in. Thank you, everybody who is watching. Smash a like on it, subscribe, all that good stuff. I might as well take this opportunity to shout out my Patreon. There's a link in the description if you want to support the channel. That way you can. And I will be uploading every single episode of The Pig and the Hen Show. And they'll be available on there because there's only 2 available on SoundCloud at any one time. We're through a goal! Oh, and we've missed an absolute sitter! Ashley Young, he just got gun shy there and he could have had a shot and maybe worked the keeper, but he's just tried to square it across the 6-yard box and it's been scuppered out by their defender. And they are immediately up at our area already with the swift counter-attack. St. Maximum leading the charge, and he looks very, very good indeed. Alex Rincon was right to be worried about him. He can take the ball forward. He's got a bit of trickery. But United get it back again. Here we go on our own counter-attacking mission, which we haven't been good at lately. Ivan Radoslavich says, Pig change background. Yeah, I mean, we don't have a great back. We've got freaking Jesse Mingard here. What am I doing? But I will change the background at some point, you're right. I just like the background with the floodlights and stuff. But yeah, it's not good. And the celebration was a great moment, of course. But Jesse Lingard's in it. So that's not great. Ashley Young down the left then. Thank you very much, Rincon. You're an absolute hero. I don't shout that out enough. I know I probably should. But anyway, because there's only 2 episodes available on SoundCloud. Or your podcast app, whatever you listen to at any one time. All the remainders will be on there. It's just a little something as an exclusive to give you for actually supporting the channel on Patreon, even though it's a bit shit. But there you go. All right, down the right, here we go. Come on, United. Cross in. It's a great cross. Oh, my days. And Marcus Rashford just cannot get in the end of it in the 6-yard box. And Shah comes in with the sliding tackle. Let's see who was at fault here. But anyway, the great ball in by Dan James. It's wonderful. And do you know what? It's just a fantastic sliding challenge by Shah. You could argue maybe Rashford could be a little bit quicker to it and get there first. But it was just a really good sliding tackle there to take it away from Rashford. Gutting. Biggie Smalls comments, Rashford B-Tech Bon Lahore. It's not a bad summarisation, really. It's not a bad summarisation. It's not the best, but it's not bad. Corner then for Manchester United. 20 minutes left in the game. We're just approaching 70 minutes. 59. So 71 minutes just gone on the clock now. About 20 minutes left of the game for United to somehow get a goal and take the 3 points away from St. James's Park. Corner in. Can we get a header on it? No, we cannot. Cleared away. Dreary dross. This is just the most terrible football I've seen for a long time. I mean, period of football. The games we've been having recently, man. That game against Alkmaar, this one, I mean, it's so bad. Rochdale. Oh my days, it's terrible. Shot from Newcastle United and they've scored. Longstaff bangs it in the back of the net and it's no less than Manchester United deserved, man. Shoddy, lacking creativity, awful defensively, shocking midfield. that we've got has been exposed once again there, and Longstaff smashes it away from 30 yards out. A daisy cutter along the ground. And he may be Ginger. He may be the new Paul Scholes. I don't bloody know. But he's come on and he's smashed it in the back of Manchester United freaking net. And it's too easy. Look at this counter-attack. It's 2-on-3. St. Maximin doing the business. He plays the ball in. He plays the ball in out to the left, edge of the area, cut back in, laid up on a plate for Longstaff. Still a lot to do. Just about 5 yards outside the area. And he unleashes a venomous shot at Manchester United's goal, which has got too much on it and is too well placed and too low for David De Gea to get to it. It's a great strike. One of the defenders is in the eye line of David De Gea, which doesn't help either. Harry Maguire's blocking the view, so it's difficult for De Gea to react. Maguire doesn't make the block. He just does one of those girly, hello sailor, freaking puts his foot up and doesn't make the block. Steve Bruce celebrates on the sidelines, and Manchester United's absolutely freaking shocking season continues with Newcastle United humiliating us here, getting the win here potentially. United, show some bloody bottle now. Show some bottle, step up. What's happened to the United of old with the comeback mentality and the never say die and the fight to the very bitter end? Let's find out. We've got 17 minutes. Newcastle United are freaking rolling us over at the moment and humiliating us. "73 minutes, 20 seconds gone. I cannot believe what we're seeing though. United are so bad. That was so easy. It was so easy for them. Why can't we do that? Newcastle are terrible. Newcastle are truly terrible at the moment. That's what we were all telling ourselves anyway. But you know what? It turns out they're not as terrible as United are. At least they've created today and they've scored and they deserve to as well. They're much better than us today. They are. This is an awful team. The tactics are lacking. We can't penetrate. We can't create. We don't have the quality there. It's a combination of everything, but it's a complete mess. Mr. Armis comments, sacked in the morning. He's getting sacked in the morning. I mean, I don't know how much longer Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's going to survive in this job, playing football like this. Because this is a team and a game we're coming up against we should be winning, even with the squad we've got. We should be. The tactics, we should be able to get the better of them. That's where the biggest problem is, I suppose. That is where the problem lies. Sure, we don't have the players up there, but his selection and tactics are not helping. Ball comes in, deep arm, and it's a header on goal by Marcus Rojo, but it's over the crossbar. Oh my God. What a nightmare. Somebody wake me up from this horrific nightmare, honestly. Crikey. United are currently 12th in the league. I mean, I don't know what the lowest position we could go down to is. But holy frickin' hand grenades. This is awful. This is awful. 15 minutes left. Show some bottle. It's so slow and mundane, though. Like, just play it forward with a bit of frickin' emphasis on attack. It's so slow. It's like we're trying to play this slow Man City build-up type of play, like real measured and keeping hold of the ball in possession. But then when we have got the possession, we don't actually have an answer to break the opposition down, no matter who it is, whether it's Rochdale or whoever. Ball over the top there. Rashford cannot get onto it. Frickin' hell, man, the Scandinavian golem's having a nightmare. He's having a nightmare, though. He is. I love the bloke. He's an absolute legend, but he's having a mare with these tactics. Why is this team not playing better, though? Like, you can lose games if you're unlucky or the opposition's just good. But you have chances and you create and you give and you take. And, and then here come Newcastle again with a chance. St. Maximin in our area. Plays it out wide. You know what I mean? It's just the coaching, the tactics, it is a big problem. It's clearly a problem. It's clearly a problem. The way that we're playing. Derek Jason says, get Poch if he's available, but this is not near good enough. I mean, Poch is having a mare at Spurs too. I know he has been proven over the last few years, but... Oh, I don't even know what to say. I'm so frustrated. I've got so much ambivalence going on at the moment and mixed emotions. Ball over the top. I don't know what to think. 77 minutes, 10 seconds gone. All I know is this is an abomination of a United team. If we were an emoji, we'd be the shit emoji. That's exactly what we would be. Forget the Manchester United badge emoji now. Hashtag MUFC with a little flag on Twitter. Forget that. It's just a pile of shit. Represents Manchester United now. Ben Cooper says your hat is really unlucky. Yeah, well, nobody can blame it. Nobody can blame it on the rap diss tracks anymore, can they? Nobody can blame it on them. Because I didn't do one this week and they're still beating us and humiliating us. Neil Duffin comments, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's out of his depth. Gungshi says, I don't think Ole really has any particular team tactics, to be honest. It's embarrassing compared to Leicester or Wolves, let alone Liverpool. I don't know what we're doing. I mean, it's not like he's a master tactician, is it? You know? He's not really known for being a master tactician. He doesn't have the CV, the work history, to actually justify being a good tactician either. We're just hoping that he was. And when he came in, though, he seemed to be really great when he first came in. But since then, I mean, I have to admit, we've had 6 months of shit now. We have. We've had 6 months of shit. The Glazers, though, of course, they're wankers and they've not made it easy. But we've had 6 months of shit that, you know, it's not going to get any... Oh, my God. I just can't see it getting better anytime soon. Rashford down the left, passes it back inside. Rashford out wide on the left, plays it back inside. No frickin' penetration whatsoever. Just sidey bollocks and a frickin' pitiful shot from distance by Freddie Flintstone. What are you doing, pal? There's no need for that. It's just a complete non-opportunity there, Fred. Non-opportunity. You're miles out. You are not Ronaldo versus Porto. You are not going to do this, Fred. David Murphy comments, served up the same old gash. I mean, it's just terrible. The football we've been seeing recently against all opposition has been lacking in creativity throughout the entire games. We've seen that. Even back in the olden days when we had Louis van Gaal, when we had David Moyes, sometimes there would be some cutting edge, sometimes there would be a little bit of attacking emphasis during the game, and we'd show a bit of quality, even amongst a whole bunch of shit, of course. But now it's like there isn't anything. There isn't anything. We haven't got anything going forward whatsoever. Rashford needs to be benched. You know, Pereira needs to be benched. Mata needs to be benched. We've just got shit players, but at the same time, of course, their tactics are a big problem. Bloody miserable. The misery just continues to pile on United, doesn't it? Just continues to pile on. But we've got 10 minutes left in the game. Back in the day, I'd have thought we can still win this game. That's what I would have thought, being a United fan. But not anymore. Not anymore. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 2-0 Newcastle. United have a free kick in a great area, something that we've really struggled with recently. Come on, Pereira and Fred stepping over it. At least it's not Rashford. But come on, stick in the back of the net, lad. And Pereira strikes. Oh, you mess up. You mess up, Pereira. Straight at the wall. Gash-tastic waste of an opportunity. Did you see the position that free kick was in? It was perfect. Crikey. David Beckham, man. He must be looking at this going, what a pile of wank. Substitution for Newcastle United then. JP comments 10 minutes of misery left. If only it was misery. Have you seen that movie Misery with James Caan and freaking Kathy Bates where she keeps that author hostage and puts that 2x4 between his ankles and then smashes his ankles with a freaking sledgehammer? I wish I was watching that instead of this right now. Maybe even having it happen to me. This is the metaphorical version of that. This is the metaphorical version of having your ankles smashed by Kathy Bates. 82 minutes, 20 seconds gone. Barely any time left for United to do anything. Atrex says, this is dire. I need some neat rum. Fair play, Joe. I don't blame you, mate. Intravenously. Over to the left-hand side then. Dreary dross continues for the last 10 minutes for United. Then Ashley Young down the left. What's he going to do? I mean, most of these players are not United players, though, are they? Come on. Pereira, so far, what we've seen from him is bloody useless. Fred's bloody useless. He's not a United player. Ha! Nowhere near. Wayne says it's not over to the final whistle, Pig. Look, I know United are great comeback players, but the way... Great comeback teams in history, but the way that these players are going about at the moment, crikey, I don't see it. I don't see it happening. There is still some time left, but I just do not see it happening. Leon Dunphy comments, Twanzebe is good on the bright side. Yeah, always the silver line, and he's done well. Han Kyul Kim comments, I swear this team do not have a single player who can play or read the game at all. I'm not talking about Man United caliber type of player. I'm talking about just easy pass and go type of player. 100% agree, mate. I do. We're really struggling. Really struggling. Oh my days, it's an absolute mess up this. Just want to say, everybody who is tuning in live once again, there's a bunch of you now, probably because we're losing and you've got a bunch of neutrals in here who want to have a little bit of a laugh. Well, to you I say, screw you freaking guys, okay? But anyway, everybody else, I say thank you very much for tuning in. And do us a favour, smash a like on it, subscribe, all that good stuff. And at the end of this game, as per usual, there will be a post-match analysis video, which again, by the looks of it, unless we can do something, it's going to be a serious freaking rant fest. So don't miss out on that. Stick around once this video is finished. Give me 5 minutes and the other stream will be underway. Ridwan AB comments, Ollie is gone, man. No way back. Nathan Explosion comments, I think you mean post-match rant. Yeah. JP, give us a great rant, Pig. We need it. I wish I didn't have to do. Because I'm just sick and tired of writing, to be fair. I feel like I've got high blood pressure today. I could do with just chilling out. You know what I mean? But I'm going to have to unleash some venom after the game and get rid of some of the frustrations, because this is just ridiculous. I'm saving it for the post-match, lads. I'm saving it. It's brewing up. You just wait. Come back for that, alright? You get my true thoughts and everything on that. Chong's on the pitch, by the way. Not sure who he came on with. Came on for, rather. James Mosgrop comments, Man, you won't finish top 6. Well, there's a good chance that won't happen, my friend. We're 12th at the moment, right? 12th in the league. Manchester United 12th in the league after 8 games. Did you ever think you'd see the day? Did you ever think you would see the day? I mean, I know anybody who's older than 30 probably remembers the day, but anybody younger than 30 certainly did not think they'd ever see the day. And if Newcastle win, they've just said on air, they'll be a point behind United. And considering they were second from bottom with 5 points, goes to show you how shit we are. Magrin comments, hey Pig, Magpies is roasting United. Yeah, good one. I mean, they are. To be fair, they're battering us, aren't they? They've dominated us throughout this game. It's been pitiful, man. Pitiful. Oh my God. Just need Jeff Goldblum to pop up and just go, that's a big pile of shit. Because that's what that is right now. This is a huge pile of shit. You know in Jurassic Park, when the frickin' Triceratops or whatever it is ill, and it's got diarrhea, and it's just a big massive pile of shit. That's basically what Manchester United are right now. Steve Bruce, how have you done this? How have you got the best of Ollie? I'll tell you, because you've actually got years of managerial experience, even if it's mediocre. Ole Gunnar just doesn't. We don't seem to have any tactics or anything. I don't want to jump on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I really don't. But the tactics are awful. We're not doing anything. The players are not doing anything. That's right, Gungshi. We're Triceratops poo. That's exactly what we are. Get up, Andy Carroll, you maggot. What is going on here? The bloody Longstaff brothers, eh? Bossing United. Bossing our bloody midfield. One of them making a freaking debut, man. Bossing our midfield. Fred and McTominay. Bossing our midfield. And look, Longstaff's having a little pop at McTominay now. Tim Fernando comments, now or never, get Pochettino. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to hear any of this, lads, to be honest. Don't think he'll be a quick fix either. "88 minutes, 52 seconds gone on the clock here. No time left. There's no time left. Ralph Moigans comments, Pig, we got the Dippers next. When we going to win a game, man? I mean, I'd love it if it was against them, but let's be real. It's just not going to happen, is it? They're a much better team than us right now. We can't beat Newcastle United. We look second rate to Astana. We look second rate to Rochdale. We look second rate to Alkmaar. We look second rate to Newcastle. We're bloody bang average. We look third rate to West Ham. We are useless this season. The rot is well and truly set in. The rot's been setting in for years. But right now it's taken a hold and it's doing some serious freaking damage. We're having a mare. Viking Red says, I think Woodward wants Poch when he's sacked. Saves 42 million. Fair play. I just don't think that Pochettino is going to get sacked anytime soon. I think they're still reasonably happy with him. He's just had a bloody nightmare recently. I'm sure he'll turn it around. I don't know. He's got a great squad there, doesn't he? He does actually have a great squad. Fair enough, get Poch and all that. Everyone's saying that, but we don't have a great squad. He's got a great squad to work with there. That's why they get in the Champions League. He's still not won anything with that great squad. So look, I don't think Poch is the answer myself, but that's just my opinion. I know he's a decent manager. What has he won for me lately, though? What has he won for anybody lately? Nothing. And we're in stoppage time, lads and lasses. 3.5 minutes left. 90 minutes, 35 seconds gone on the shitting clock. And United, if only we could turn back the clock and be that side we were once again. But we're a far cry from that now. We're a mess up. We're a frickin' wobbling jelly on a plate that's slowly decomposing in the hot sun. We are a mess up of a club. United, don't think it's going to get any better anytime soon. Based on the way we're playing, based on the progression of the team, based on the tactics, based on the squad, based on the owners, we're in for an absolutely rough ride over the next few years. We really are. And United, the days of being that top club you can depend on are long and truly gone. Now we're just a mess up of a club. I hate to say it, but that's what we are. We're a nightmare. Clam J comments, I'd take Eddie Howe over Ollie right now. Fair play. I mean, Eddie Howe's a good young manager. Shown a lot with Bournemouth. Done ever so great job with getting them up and keeping them up and turning them into a seasoned Premier League team. Does well with young players. Does well buying players on a shoestring and playing attractive football. Look, you know, what can I say? He's a good manager. I rate him. Big step up, though. Big step up. And we've shown that doesn't necessarily matter about how big of a name you are as a manager. This job is just too big for anybody at the moment. Jose, Louis van Gaal, it's too big for anybody at the moment. Steph comments living in the past. I mean, that's the thing. We are, it's easy to because it was so nice back then. This present is awful. I just hope I could get in like some DeLorean or something, travel back to like 2000 and freaking whenever the Glazers came in, and scupper the deal somehow. Here come Newcastle at the end of the game here. Counter-attack. Marcus Rojo makes the tackle. This has been atrocious. This has been absolutely gashed, though, honestly. I mean, it's just textbook. I expected it to be a poor performance, but no part of me expected it to be truly this bad. Just simply because Newcastle really are not of the races this season. They'll go back to being shite in the next game. They're not even that good. We've just made them look good today. We've made them look good. Our midfield's made them look good because they just get completely run over. Look, guys, this stream's going to end very abruptly in 1 minute's time because that's how long there is left of stoppage time. So do us a favour, though. Hang around. Don't go anywhere. Keep a look out on my Twitter. I'll post the link when I go live in a few minutes' time for the post-match reaction run. Don't go anywhere. There's going to be some fireworks. Tune in for that freaking show. And for now, though, please do us a favour before you go on the watch-along. Smash a cheeky little like on it. If you are new to the channel, please do follow and subscribe. Follow along. We do match commentaries, watch-alongs, post-match reactions, all that shite on the channel to do with United and football in general. So do subscribe if you're new here and all that good stuff. But anyway, Man United with an opportunity at the end of the game here. Last move of the game for United. We have a free kick. All the players in the opposition area. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a mess-up of a free kick just to end the bloody game on. Let's see. Oh, the referee blows. What are you doing? McTominay's down on the ground in the penalty area. Penalty! Penalty, ref! Let's see what happened there. They checking the VAR, are they? Hang on, let's have a look. McTominay. Andy Carroll's elbowed him right in the face, man. It's a penalty. That's a penalty, no? He's fouled him in the area. Andy Carroll's elbowed him in the freaking face. Penalty, right? No penalty! But he elbowed him in the face, man! Anyway, here's the free kick. Come on, lads. Last opportunity of the game. Last opportunity of the game for United. David De Gea's going up. When do you ever see that? David De Gea's going up the pitch. Get up there, David. Show these players how to score a bloody goal. The ball comes in. Oh, and it's so long, it's awful. The goalkeeper's got it. I told you it's going to be a mess up, and that is summed up Manchester United's bloody game. The Longstaff brothers celebrate as Manchester United's demise continues. We fall down even further in the league. We are truly gastastic. Anyway, guys, stick around for my match reaction. I'll be back in a minute. Thanks to everybody who's tuned in. Oh my God, Manchester United second best once again, and Newcastle United, what a pile of wank. I'll see you soon. Stay classy. You've been watching The Pig on Flying Pig United's Watch Along. I'll be back in a few minutes for the post-match reaction. Do not go anywhere. See you later.